Bye bye English weather. Very excited to get out of here. After a super early start this morning, I got up at what, 4 a.m. We finally arrived in Cyprus. We are in a car on our way to the hotel, and I'm so excited, literally just to sleep all afternoon. How are you feeling? So tired. A little 20-minute journey. We just arrived at the hotel. God, I'm so zoomed in. And it's so beautiful. Have a look at this. So we just arrived. We are having our check-in done over there whilst we stalk the place. We're so happy to be somewhere that's so sunny. The beach is literally right there, so you know where I'll be spending all of my time. We've made it outside. It took us approximately 20 minutes between arriving and being already on the sun lounger, but I'll just give you a little look at what our view is. It's so beautiful, and then I'm going to get straight back to sunbathing. So this is the spa area with one of the pools. It's an infinity pool. It's so gorgeous. And then the other pools in the rest of the hotel is over that way, and we have the beach right here. And the spa and restaurant in there, and the gym at the top there. So I'll be doing a little tour of that later as well. So first thing we're doing are walkouts. These are really great for stretching the hamstrings and increasing your mobility. So I do them at the beginning of any exercise that is going to require me to have an engaged core and some mobility in my hamstrings. And when I work out my hamstrings, I tend to get incredibly tight. So if I've done a glute day or a leg day anytime recently, I will always do this at the beginning of a session. Do as many of these as feels good. I tend to do sort of 10, maybe 20 if I'm feeling really tight, and then I'll go into a little bit of hip mobility stuff as we're going into here. Stick your leg forward, put it right next to your hands, and then twist and reach up to the sky. Put it back again, and then put your other leg forward and twist and reach up to the sky. This should feel really good on your hip flexors and also your glutes, and it should be great for increasing your back mobility as well. Again, I do about 10 or 20 of these. Do as many as feels good, don't rush it. This is always really, really good to do at the beginning of any session, and it's important not to rush when you're trying to do these stretches. I do this little squat weird thing. It opens up your hip flexors, which if you're a runner or if you sit at your desk all day will be probably very tight. And then this little exercise here stretches your hamstrings as well as everything else. So I tend to do this when I've done a leg day recently. And into the ab workout. So we're starting with a plank. When you're planking, you don't want your bum in the air, but you also don't want it too low. You want to be engaging your core without using your lower back for anything. So keep your core really engaged and make sure you're trying to be pretty much a straight line. If someone lifted up your legs right now, you should stay in a totally straight line. Hip dips are great for your obliques. Just go over. It's not about speed, it's just about keeping your core engaged and using your obliques to move on over. Move over to side plank, either keeping one foot on top of the other or moving one of your feet further forward so you have a little bit more balance. Try not to stick your bum out here, you want to be in a totally straight line as you were in plank. Same goes for hip dips, try and keep your body in a straight line and just lift your hips up and down. This should be mostly using your obliques. Slow mountain climbers are really great for engaging the core, and if you cross them over, you're using your main core and you're also using your obliques as well. This is not about speed, this is about engaging your core and having time under tension. Same with bicycles, you don't want to be flailing your legs in the air, you want to have this kind of relatively slow, just engaging your core and making sure that your back is not hurting at all. And then we're on to our final exercise, which is sit-ups with a twist. You do one side for 30 seconds and then you go on to the other side for 30 seconds. Make sure you don't pull at your neck here, you don't want to be using your back or your neck to pull yourself up, just your core. And now on to the other side for the finishing straight. We have just sat down for drinks and it is about 7 PM. We've just been sunbathing all day and we went to the gym as well, had a little quick gym session. Just to check it out, it's quite small but has some things in, enough for the weekend for sure. What did you think?
It was minimal, but no, it was fine. Did a quick upper body session.
And now we're watching the sunset. It is beautiful. Morning, we've just woken up. It is about 8 AM, which is 6 in the UK.
and having had a 4 AM start yesterday, a little bit sleepy, but we're gonna head out for a quick run this morning before breakfast because we're gonna make the most of this view. I think we're gonna pop up there somewhere, see what it's like. Aviganda. Oh my god, so excited.
Here you are. Cheers.
Thank you. We're having breakfast in the like healthy spa bit of the hotel today, so we've got kind of slightly different breakfast to some of the other places. Showcase here. By a totally normal Alice. And we've got various fruity things and veggie things, and what have you to have it with? What have you to have it with? Good morning! Hi everyone, we are just on our way to Suite 48 for drinks, which I went to actually last year and absolutely loved it. So we're going back so that I can show Alice. Are you excited? So excited! Free drink. And we're deciding to walk because it's such a lovely walk and a really, really beautiful evening. I think I win. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. Cheers. Wait. Okay, cheers. Bring it. So, Alice and I are very excited to be heading.
Excited is an understatement.
Slightly nervous. Still very excited to be heading sailing in a little catamaran, Hobie Cat sort of thing.
Bearing in mind that neither of us sail.
I sail. I just don't usually sail by myself. It's also quite a windy day, so we'll see how this goes. Those are our boats. We're not going to be sailing all of them. And that is where we're going. Woohoo! How did you find it?
I survived!
So much fun. We didn't capsize. Alice is happy she's still alive.
It was great.
Better be bloody grateful as well. It was wonderful, it was really fun. I haven't done it in 3 years, so you know, it's nice to know that I can still do it.
Oh, really?
Smooth operator.
watching, everyone. I had the most amazing time in Cyprus, and actually I was trying not to film the whole thing so that I could actually enjoy the time that I was there. I'm sure you all understand. Basically, we just sunbathed for most of it, had a very, very relaxing time, and, you know, did a couple of workouts, which also I hope you enjoyed our video. If you liked the video, do like and subscribe. I would love to see you next week as well. And in the meantime, enjoy the sunshine.